All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So we have some injury updates here from the New York Jets. And, obviously yesterday the Jets advanced to 4-3 on the season, defeating the Giants in overtime, 13-10. It was definitely one of the weirdest games that I can really remember, right? In the past handful of seasons. I mean, just the offensive ineptitude was crazy. And I'm not just talking about the Jets here, but also with the Giants. I mean, man, there were a lot of... I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. The fact that the Jets won this game, again, I will take this win and I'm going to run with it. We are 4-3. We are above 500. We are alive in the AFC, playoff race, wildcard race, however you want to phrase it. But yes, the Jets are right there, but we cannot look like the same team week in, week out and just put this amount of expectations on this Jets defense to continue to look like that, right? And of course, it was bad weather. It was Wink Martindale. And, the point of this video, we had some injuries. So the big news today was from Ian Rappaport, the NFL Network. It just came out 5 minutes ago here regarding Jets starting center Connor McGovern. When he went down, it did not look good. I was holding my breath. But again, according to Rappaport here, it's a dislocated kneecap. He went on to say that there's some damage that it caused, but there's a chance that he does not need surgery and he will go and get a second opinion, and right now is considered week to week. So right off the bat, this is actually huge. In my opinion, this is good news. I was not expecting to see something like this where, McGovern looks like he's in, a lot of pain. I personally was thinking he was probably going to be out longer, and it could just be, a couple of weeks before he's back on the field. That could be big time. Right, the fact that that McGovern does not need surgery is huge, and he is going to go seek the second opinion here. So I will say with the trade trade deadline approaching tomorrow, Halloween at 4:00. That's the deadline. Now the Jets aren't necessarily in a complete panic situation where it's like, Joe Douglas, the front office, the offensive coaching staff, they're having these internal discussions where it's like, okay, well, if McGovern's going to be out for the season and his backup, right, Wes Schweitzer, who we're going to talk about in a second, is also dealing with something, what do we do? Do we have to panic and go out and trade for like a veteran center, somebody who's like on the block, just bring in a free agent, like whoever it may be? I think Ben Jones is still out on the free agency market. I haven't really done a ton of research on where that whole situation stands, but obviously that's a guy who, has shown pretty good play and also has experience working with both Todd Downing and Keith Carter, back with Tennessee, now with the Jets. So maybe Ben Jones could be a short-term option, but this is a guy who missed the entire training camp period, all of preseason. What's the expectation for the Jets to sign him and he's plug and play immediately in like 2 weeks? I don't know. It just feels a little strange, but it's just a name to watch out for nonetheless. Moving on, Wes Schweitzer, we don't know too much about the injury outside of the fact that he was in a boot yesterday and he did not look like he was doing all that great, and that was from Connor Hughes. So we should actually have more on the Wes Schweitzer injury right around 3 or 4 o'clock when Robert Saleh is expected to meet with the media. But supposedly Schweitzer hurt his calf, so we'll see what happens there. And then last but not least, Al Woods, right? This one was a blow. I'm not going to lie. Seeing Al Woods go down, it sucked, right? News came out yesterday, torn Achilles, out for the season. He's a veteran piece, 1-year contract. It's really good against stuff in the run. It sucks to see him go down, but right now we're looking at Connor McGovern. Good news there. Al Woods, obviously bad news. And then again, Wes Schweitzer still up in the air. We don't really know the status, but I will say this. If I was Joe Douglas, I'm adding offensive linemen to this team before yesterday's injuries. Now we have two more injuries, and hopefully with Schweitzer, it's not a big deal and he's maybe back next week, but at least we have a little bit of depth there. But man, if we lose 2 offensive linemen here, and both guys are set to miss multiple games, yeah, I'm adding pieces. We're 4-3. I'm adding pieces here. So let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, go Jets.